Who's ready for some Champions League group stage draw action? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. Welcome to the live stream of the 21-22 Champions League group stage. And I have some very special guests. We have two Welshmen and two Scotsmen, as you can see. So joining us is Mr. Owen Thomas from Kop On. How are you doing, Owen?
Very well. Thank you very much. Very well. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. We also have my Scotsman companion, Mr. Reece Russell. How you doing, Reece?
I am all good, thank you. Thanks for having me on for this esteemed pleasure of Le Champion, the league. This should be fun. Going to put a marker on it. The winner is not going to be an English club.
Ooh, interesting. And also we have another Welshman. It is Mr. Connor Niblett from the Cup Council. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing very well, thank you, mate. Thank you for having us on. And yeah, it'll definitely not be Manchester United. Hilarious.
It won't be Liverpool, don't worry.
Oh, the banter has started. We were meant to be joined by the lovely Sophie Richards. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, Sophie has had to pull out, but I'm pretty sure she will be watching at home as well. So let's give people a few shout outs. I've seen a lot of people in here. Cian Dolan, Hella, Chris Welsh, Willow, Helen Raybold as well. Hello to everybody who is in there. And I see Matt Johnson is in there as well. Murray Drummond as well. Chelsea will be winning it, boys. Well, it's one of the hardest competitions to actually defend as well. So shall we see who are in the pots? Shall we? So let's see. That's right. So pot one, we have the winners: Chelsea, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Lille, and Sporting CP. I can see Reece is already smiling, dreaming of a Bruno reunion. In pot two, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Sevilla, and Borussia Dortmund. Pot three, we have FC Porto, Ajax, Shakhtar Donetsk, RB Leipzig, Red Bull Salzburg, Benfica, Atalanta, and Zenit St. Petersburg. And then we have pot four, Besiktas, Dynamo Kiev, Club Brugge, Young Boys, AC Milan, Malmo FF, VfL Wolfsburg, and Sheriff Tiraspol. And you could say there's a new sheriff in town. So there we go. I'm sorry, I had to. Connor is just shaking his head.
Just wait till we get to the end of the stream. Connor's going to be thinking, "I wish I never heard the sheriff comments." Trust me.
So yeah, Reece, are there any teams you're wanting to avoid in this draw?
Straight off the bat, Atletico Madrid, Leipzig, AC Milan, and potentially VIllarreal. I'm not sure. No, and it's not because I'm not afraid of VIllarreal. I'm not afraid of them, frankly. I would love to get a bit of revenge on them. But yeah, it's the group stages and it's the early stages as well against a defensive side. I would hate to avoid a defensive team up first if they're from the pot one as well. I expect them to be a lot more attack minded. I see with the. That's just one team I would hate to avoid in all circumstances. I think most teams would want to avoid VIllarreal, except the heavily dominant attack-minded teams. But we aren't heavily attack-minded sides, so no, I would not want VIllarreal in a heartbeat. I would rather take the Sporting Lisbon. I think that'd be a more comfortable tie. Not that I'm looking for comfort. I'm looking for a bit of a challenge, but
yeah,
I'd like a bit of Sporting just for a bit of Bruno memory, a bit of a banter. But I wouldn't mind Bayern Munich right now. Bayern Munich right now. They're a bit of a hit or miss with form.
Yeah.
I think that'd be an interesting tie. Lille, hard to say. They've lost a few of their best players. So you can't really... It's hard to tell what they're going to be like in Europe, but then again, you could be Monaco. Oh, wait, you're out. You got beat last night. But... in all fairness, the ones I'd happily avoid is Villarreal, Atletico, Leipzig, and Milan. The rest, bring them on.
Yeah. Owen, Sir Klopp is saying, my preferred group would be Sporting, LFC, Salzburg, and Malmo. Would you take that?
Oh, definitely. I don't fear anyone. I don't have a team that I would like to avoid, apart from the ones where you got to travel far. And Atletico Madrid. Not because I think they're going to beat us again, because I think if we can stay fit, we can beat Atletico Madrid, but I look at my T-shirt. It's got this weird effect. Honestly, I don't fear anyone. We can take them all on. Bring them all on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Connor,
I've
got the draw in the background. It looks so bad.
Connor, what about you?
Yeah, it's just the same as Owen. Not afraid of anyone, apart from if your name's Atletico Madrid. I hate Atletico Madrid's style of football because it's weird because it's good because it's well run and well structured, and then of course it's terrible because it's low block and just
and when it's against you, you're like, I fucking hate it. But when it's against like a Bayern Munich and they just knock them out, then it's great. But if it's against one of our teams, we're like, just piss off.
Yeah, exactly.
Funnily enough, everyone in the comments is saying avoid Atletico Madrid if you're the English clubs.
You know who I think is one to avoid, because I think they're an odd team, but at the minute it's hard to put against them. Borussia Dortmund. I know that sounds. I know that sounds like, why would you say you'd want to avoid Borussia Dortmund? But the way they've started the season, they've had a particularly fantastic result where they put 5 in the league. Then they had a sloppy defeat. Yeah. So I look at them as a hit and a miss opponent, and they always turn up in the Champions League. It doesn't matter who their opponent is, even if they get beat like 2-3-0, the next game they're going to turn around and smash the same opponent. They've done it before. So they're one to avoid. And obviously with Erling Haaland, he's getting older as well in terms of maturing.
Yeah. I love the Villa. I love the Villa. Thank you very much for tuning in. As a neutral, I'd like to see Liverpool versus Atletico rematch. Would be really interesting, especially if it was knockout stages. I think you take revenge. Hello to Brethren John, big up Douglas in the panel. Thank you very much. Hello to Jigstar. When City get CR7, can you do a stream so I can all happy unite? Yeah, Reece, what are you making of those Ronaldo rumours?
Put it this way: if he goes to Man City, then it proves the point that Rooney is bigger than Ronaldo. But if he does go, and I'll say this: if he does go to Man City, he is worse than Dennis Law. He is worse than Peter Schmeichel, and he is worse than Andy. He is worse than Andy Cole. And another thing as well, if he does go, he says it's not motivated by money. You're going to one of the richest clubs in football. Like, stop smoking out your arse, mate. Like, we all know if you go to Man City, it's not fueled by success; it's fueled by money.
Yeah, Helen's saying hello to Connor, Helen's saying hello to Reece, and Helen's saying hello to me, and imagine she's saying hello to Owen as well. Also,
let's say hello. Hello.
Also, can anyone see Manchester City against Shakhtar again? Because every single time we do these things, Shakhtar always seem to get Manchester City.
You would expect it. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will get them this year, but I think they will get that new Sheriff team. I think they'll get. I think they'll get Sheriff, not Shakhtar.
And Owen, it's a nice welcome return to the Champions League for AC Milan and Wolfsburg, who we haven't seen in absolute ages. So it'll be a nice return for both of them.
Absolutely. I mean, AC Milan in the Champions League, they should automatically qualify every year. They won it so many times. They should just be given a pass, even if they got a rubbish team, because it's great. The Champions League. With AC Milan in it. I mean, it's of course, as Liverpool fans, we don't like Manchester United. Apologies, Reece. But
it's vice versa.
But it's vice versa. So maybe you would agree, Reece, that a Champions League without Liverpool is not the same. A Champions League without Manchester United, it's boring. Not really the same. I'm happy that United are back. Of course, I won't be happy if you win it, but I'm not really worried about that, Reece. Excuse me.
To be fair, I wholeheartedly agree with you, because, like, you guys know me, I'm quarter Italian, and affiliation is to AC Milan. Seeing the dark blue and black side, Inter Milan in it, like, they can't even get the group stage. They don't know how to do it. But seeing them in the Champions League sucks. Seeing Juventus in there every year sucks. Yeah. But Milan have not been in the Champions League since, funnily enough, losing to Atletico Madrid in the 2013-14 season. They lost 4-1 aggregate. Kaká scored the consolation. Wow. Yeah, Kaká scored the consolation goal for Milan when they got knocked out in the last 16. Like, says, that's how long it's been for Milan. So shite, really.
And it'd be great for the fans. Sorry.
Kane Dolan saying, thank the Lord Napoli didn't qualify this time around, had enough of them.
Fuck Napoli, honestly.
I quite like him, but okay.
I love them. Phyllis says, I see Man City against Shakhtar and other two lowest ranked teams in the competition always happens. Well, we will see what happens. The draw is about to start, so
Oliver Kahn is present.
He is.
How good is that? How good is that to see Oliver Kahn at a Champions League draw? He still looks terrifying, even though he's got white hair and he's aged like a 60-year-old pensioner. Like he still looks intimidating.
Absolutely. But no, obviously there's other names in there. Obviously, Benfica. I think they're one to look out for. It's actually nice to see both of the three Portuguese sides. You don't get that very often, do you, Connor?
No, you don't. Usually, there's either one in the Champions League, one in the Europa League, or just only one of them. And it's weird, isn't it? Normally it's Benfica that rules Portuguese football in a European stage. So yeah, it'll be nice. And look, I wouldn't mind any of the Portuguese sides in the groups. Really, it'd be kind of nice.
It's always good to play the Portuguese sides. You know what I mean? Like they'll give you a game. Like they'll give you a game whether they will batter you for 90 minutes by sheer relentless attacking you, or they'll just go physical. And I think it's good from a Portuguese team that they can play in so different ways. But I agree with Connor. The fact that it's usually one or the other, you don't normally get two or three. Yeah. But at least it's the big guns that we're getting. It's the big guns we're getting this year in terms of like the Portuguese team. So it'd be good to see. I'm hoping Ronaldo, if he stays at Juventus, he gets an absolute hammering, but that's personal.
You don't like Juventus either, do you? You don't like Juventus.
I hate Juventus, mate. Honestly, if there was one team I'd have, like, I hate so much when it comes to outside the Premier League, it's definitely Juventus. Celtic too, but.
Hello to Jack Mack. No, I'm sorry. Leeds can't get any. Man City can't get any League Two sides. Definitely, that's a blast from the past. Oliver Kahn. That's making me feel old. I kind of feel sorry for Monaco, to be honest. 6 minutes from forcing penalties, only to concede an own goal. Honestly, I can't understand I can't understand how Shakhtar went through. When you actually look at the stats, they absolutely dominated that game for amount of chances as well.
I don't. I can see why Keane feels sorry for them, right? I don't feel sorry for them, because if a team of Monaco's quality, if you have 26 shots on goal, 9 on target, you should be doing better than that. You should be doing better. So as far as I'm concerned, it's their own fault. Shakhtar got through, and Monaco can enjoy the Europa League, and Shakhtar will see what happens within the Champions League. Not out in the group stage, but.
Yeah,
it's their own fault. If you have 26 shots and you do not take more from that, then frankly, it's your own fault. It's your own fault.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for them at all. I don't feel sorry for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just.
Even the defenders. I mean, the defenders did very well to be part of the team that created 26 chances. Got to be feeling a bit sorry for them, especially the guy who it looped up over the own goal at the end. Heartbreak.
There's always a bit of pain, but if you have 26 shots, you should be doing better. I mean, if it was one of our clubs, and we had nearly 30 shots on goal and we only scored once or twice, we would be tearing them a new one.
Yeah.
We would be.
Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then please hit that like button and please subscribe. I did reach 1.4k today, so thank you very, very much to everyone who's got me to 1.4k. Love to see Italians get English teams, says Frank Panenko. Yeah, absolutely. Ordered myself the 1978 retro home shirt today, says Jigstar. Very, very nice. And Jack Mack, what's everyone's worst group that you would not want? Well, I don't think it's going to happen. But there is a potential group that could happen: Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Ajax, and AC Milan.
Yeah, please don't do this to me.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But imagine that! Wow.
that would be the worst. That would be the worst group from a Milan perspective. For me, Man United wise, it would be Atletico, Leipzig, Man United, AC Milan. That would be the worst group for me.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Anything happen? No, they're just talking to Alexander Keferin, the UEFA president, right now. I don't mind who we get. We're better than 90% of the teams. Hello to Beyond the 90. Congratulations, 1.4. Thank you very much. I've got Ajax's new third kit on its way in a few weeks. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, Connor, I think Ajax probably win hands down with that away kit.
Best kit in the whole of Europe at the minute. With that as well. The other thing with the groups as well, I would love it if PSG. I don't know that they're on the same groups, are they? Never mind. I was going to say I'd love it if PSG and Madrid played at some point in the Champions League, especially if Mbappe moves.
I think you'll see them in the Champions. I think you'll see them in the quarterfinals.
Also, Champions League, who needs it? Europa League and Swedish farmers. It's at Neil. Yeah, at least you can focus on your draw tomorrow.
I completely agree with Connor though. That would be some tie, especially if he was to move, because we've all seen it today. It was about half an hour ago. Real Madrid increased their bid to 170 million euros for Kylian Mbappe. It's not yet been rejected as far as I know, but it has been put up for a price. I'll tell you one thing though, if it does get accepted, then crazy.
Aye. They're just showing about apparently the Danish medical team are getting an award from UEFA.
The President Award. They're getting the President Award.
Jack Mack, I was wondering that. Why is the president standing like Ronaldo over free? I honestly have no idea, but he actually did look like he was in the position of taking a Ronaldo free kick.
Imagine he tried it as well. If he put a ball in front of him, that ball ain't travelling far.
Hella says they won't take less than 180.
That's a fair amount. They'll do it. They've got the Saudis back.
Oh, good question. Who follows on from Pep at Man City? Obviously, Pep Guardiola has confirmed he will be taking a break in 2023. Oh, and who follows on from Pep?
Well, who knows what will happen in 2 years in football? Who's going to be out of a job? But if I could pick anyone in world football, personally, I'd like to, a kind of manager who would give them a kick up the arse, to be honest, whether they deserve it or not. But I'd just like to see that. Some kind of, someone like Hansi Flick or some kind of, disciplinarian who can sort of,
No.
They don't need. I don't even think they need a manager, to be honest. But I think
Reece.
Hell no.
Because I think Hansi Flick won't necessarily be successful, and that's good.
If he got them relegated and then went back to Germany and won the World Cup, I'd be totally buzzing. But no, I do not want. I do not want him going there. I said to Doug. Doug last night. We done the recording for the streams on Josh's channel, and I said Floppuccino would follow Pep Guardiola. I think Maurizio will leave PSG, and I think he'll go to Man City.
After having won some things at PSG, do you think he's got the chance to, because if he doesn't win anything at PSG, they won't look at him in 2 years.
I just see it happening. Even if he
was give City Arteta back.
I think if he wins the league at PSG, well, to be fair, if he wins it, he should win it. Once he gets it, then it wouldn't be a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for an outside option. Jesus Christ. They might go outside. They might go outside option and get Ralph Hasenhüttl.
That might be the top three options for maybe Norwich this season, but for City, I don't think so. I've heard Ian Holloway's interested in the job. Ian Holloway, jeez. Brendan Rodgers, Man City, Pep leaves.
It's a fair shout.
That's a fair shout. Connor, you wanting to go into this debate?
I have a weird one. I know it won't happen, but I just have the feeling of Zidane at City. I just have that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me? Zidane makes them Champions League winners. That's the worst part.
That is the worst part, but I can see it.
I hope I pronounced his name right. Alox. In all honesty, I think Premier League is very, very open. I think it is very, very open as well. Champions League, Liverpool are a cup team, I would say. Would you agree, Owen? We're actually built out to be a bit of a cup team.
Well, no, I think we're built to be a relentless machine that unfortunately had its wheels stolen last year. But I think, it's the same every year. I think there are maybe 8 or 10 teams that can win the Champions League every time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a question of luck and finding people on the right day, versus the wrong day. Like if you turn up and you play well against Bayern Munich and they don't play as well as they can, then, for example, like Liverpool did a couple of years ago, you come away from the Allianz Arena with a 3-1 win. It happens. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of luck and there are lots of, really complicated factors that lead to, during the match, tiny little mistakes like, Adrian kicking the ball out to the Atletico player, they score and they go through, and that's it. That's 180 plus extra time, 210 minutes of football gone down the drain just for that one little error from Adrian. So, it's anything can happen. Everybody can make mistakes, but I think Liverpool are definitely one of the 8 clubs that can win it. It would. I think we're one of the favourites, but it depends on injuries and so many factors. But we don't know. That's why we watch it, isn't it? Because that's the intrigue.
Yeah, Helen's got a good point, actually. She says if he can't win the UEFA Champions League before he goes, he'll be branded a failure for City, in my opinion, a black mark.
Same with Bayern
I would say we have a better chance winning the Champions League in the Premier this season. Just 1 or 2 better players on the bench needed for both. Yep. I don't know where Connors went. Seems to have jumped off just for a sec. I think he'll be back, though. This might be a silly question, but if you were Mbappe, would you stay at PSG for the season or become Madrid's best player? Only asking because I've heard and seen mixed answers. Owen, I'll ask you first for that one, because obviously you're very, very close to Paris. What do you think?
I think he's always wanted to go to Madrid. I think if Madrid are interested this summer, imagine you grew up with, that was your team as a kid. You loved watching them, and you grow up and you work extremely hard. You become an incredible footballer, and you've got a chance to go to your dream club. Would you rather wait, or would you rather, go now? I don't know. If I was at, for example, PSG, and I had a chance to go to Liverpool at age 22 or whatever, of course I'd rather go at 22 than 23. It's his team. I think it's only natural that he wants to go. Whether PSG will sell him is another thing. The only way I think that they could possibly even consider it is if FFP has any kind of gonads left in their sack, if you don't mind me being so crude, because if FFP has, basically they've signed all these players for free. So if wages don't come into FFP, then they're fine. But if they have to do something, maybe they'll feel they have to sell him for a big price. But I think it would be really not worth it for PSG. And I think they hold the cards.
Yeah. Hello.
My phone just decided to go, nope, you don't want to do this today. No, it decided to reset itself. Sorry for that.
No problem. Out of the English sides, we've got a chance to win it is Liverpool. Chelsea want the title. I can't see City winning it anytime soon, and United are not quite there yet, says James Dunlop, which is very interesting. They haven't started yet, by the way, but we knew this was going to happen. So I think it's probably better to do this and start early. And
here's a question for you. Here's a question for you, lads, because it seems to be popular going around people. Jorginho seems to be the heavy favourite to win the player of the year type of award.
Yeah,
I still don't get.
Who's going to win it?
I still don't get why Lewandowski isn't in this conversation.
Yeah, how many goals did he get last year? I don't know.
He got. He broke another 40-year-old record, but
yeah,
he broke Muller's record. He got 40-odd in the league. I think he had another 50-60 season.
Yeah,
wow.
The problem with Lewandowski is he's never going to be in the conversation. I don't think he's ever going to be in that conversation because they just don't appreciate his work.
Yeah.
Because he plays in the league, because he played for a dominant team in the league, or
Both. Yeah, both. I think he gets looked down fair amount, really, which kind of sucks.
But what about Messi?
He's apparently a favourite because they've won the Copa America.
Yeah, I think he should win it. I mean, finally, he was unbelievable last season.
Happens every year.
The thing is, though, he didn't pick. I don't know about you guys, but he didn't have a great season. He won the Copa America, fair enough, but did Messi actually have a good season? I don't think he did.
To be fair,
he got 30
Messi.
goals in the league. Sorry, Kyle, just quickly. He got 30 goals and 9 assists in 35 appearances in the league. And in 6 Champions League appearances, he got 5 goals and 2 assists.
That's how big that bottle is, Neil. Honestly.
The only thing is that he has to take up the mantle so much for that. But like he had to take up so much. I should correct myself. Past tense. He had to take up the mantle so much for Barcelona, but I just don't think he'll win it. But he'll be he's always in a conversation. Ronaldo, until he's out of the conversation, he's going to still be in there. I want it to be someone different. Like, it was good to see Modric win it, even though Modric, in my opinion, wasn't the rightful winner. It was good to see Lewandowski last year.
Well, can we talk about Virgil van Dijk getting robbed of it?
No.
But Virgil van Dijk was robbed of the Ballon d'Or. Like,
That is very true. That is very true.
To be fair, he had a phenomenal season that year. He did. I won't take that away, but Rob,
if PSG don't reach the Champions League final, it's an embarrassment. With the
if you want to look at pure robbery of a Ballon d'Or, Wesley Sneijder, 2010, his club won the freaking treble.
Yeah.
His club won the freaking treble, and it still went to Messi.
PSG, Milan. Costa, two Italian teams can't be in the same group.
Exactly.
So
like,
that won't
not possible. It's just not
possible. Hello to Dave's LFC chats. Hope you're doing well. Oh, sorry. City, PSG, Ajax, and Milan. Ooh, that would actually be.
That's European prestige plus 2 oil clubs.
Yeah,
be interesting.
That would be actually. That would be. Someone has predicted Inter, Liverpool, Ajax, Wolfsburg.
Would you take that?
I would take that. Yeah. There's a standing ovation for the Danish medical team as well.
Rightfully so. If I've got to put in a limiter right now, Man United's group, if I took a limiter right now, I'm taking Sporting, Atlanta, Wolfsburg.
Do we think that Christian Eriksen will play any football this year?
There was talk he was going back to Ajax, but I don't know if that's.
I think he went through, didn't it?
Because does anyone know if that law is still a thing in Italy?
I have no idea.
With a defibrillator, that if you've got one, you can't play.
I'm not actually sure. Respectfully, I'm not sure. I heard he was moving back to Ajax, but I don't know if the deal went through, so I can't really say. I haven't got a clue if he's moved. But if he gets to play some football, fantastic. But to be fair, we've seen Daley Blind playing with a defibrillator, and he seems to be all right. If Eriksen can,
I think it's just extraordinary that if he plays any football, it's fantastic. It's fantastic if he plays any action for me, considering what actually happened to him. But yeah, Danish medical team have got an award, and I don't think that'll be the last reward of the night. We're just waiting for the Claudio Ranieri lookalike, Giorgio Marchetti. I honestly do think that this guy does look like Claudio Ranieri. Obviously, if you are watching, obviously on BT Sport or wherever you're watching it, I honestly. Just when he comes out, he just looks like Claudio Ranieri to me. But that's
he does. He should be in a few minutes. I am watching it on BT via YouTube. I'm watching on the YouTube stream from BT themselves, so that's what I'm watching from. But I completely agree with you. He does have that. He does have that look to him.
Owen, answer that one for me.
Oh, easy, Mo Salah. I mean,
Reece?
Easy.
Good question. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Harry Kane. I said for a joke not too long ago. I said Edison Cavani, but as long as it's not as long as it's not Mo Salah, I'd be all right with that. But I think he'll probably end up being Harry Kane, because even though the guy gets crippled every time in February, he always comes back and he scores like 15, 20 goals to end the season. So I'm just going to stick with the typical Harry Kane, because it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Helen, the finals in St. Petersburg this year with Russia from Love. I think you want to say that. Origi all day, says Jack.
Yeah, it's been played in Zenit. It's been played in Zenit's new stadium.
Yeah, the Gazprom Arena, I believe. Is that right?
Yep. That's right, yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
They've just got Branislav Ivanovic on the screen now. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's Chelsea's representatives this year. It's Ivanovic and Mikel Essien.
Is it me, or does he look really, really awkward?
He looks like Martinez.
He does. He does.
He looks like he's just turned up for a job interview and forgot what the job was.
Yeah. Alox, that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. You can't have two English teams in the same group. But I do like your thinking. But and also Man United and Barcelona and Liverpool and PSG are on the same pot. So that ain't going to happen.
If it was allowed to happen, there's only two teams that get out of that group. The Champions League. So it'd be Man United and Liverpool.
Ericsson may come back and play in Italy. It all depends on the reason for the arrest, infection, or electrolytic. Then he can play, according to Hella. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So we should be getting underway very, very shortly. Obviously, they're speaking to Essien and Ivanovic. What is it?
I was going to say, what are the odds that when they were showing the Essien video package, they showed the volley from 2009 when Chelsea got royally screwed? What are the odds that Chelsea fans are going to be crying on social media in a minute, showing why did you show that goal?
Yeah, probably. I'm watching on Inter Milan TV on YouTube. The first link I found up, I clicked on it, and it's Inter Milan TV. So it's got loads of stuff about Lautaro Martinez as their sort of stocking filler.
Nice. I'm just watching it from BT's YouTube channel. At least
I'm watching it. I'm watching it as well on BT as well. I've got Rangers on in the background as well. I'm not quite sure what I think it's still 0-0. I think. Yeah, it's still 0-0. So Rangers going through as it stands.
They better fucking win that game. I swear to God. Excuse the happy French. But they better bloody win. If I swear to God, if they don't, then I'll be annoyed. I still don't understand. It's 1-0 in aggregate to. It's 1-0 in aggregate to Rangers, but which is
if
quite
Ronaldo leaves, he will join PSG to replace Mbappe. Will be off to Real Madrid, according to Chris Welsh. Maybe. Interesting.
There's actually the good thing for Rangers though is they are up against 10 men. Alash Kurt, they had a man sent off just before the half-time whistle went, and there's still 25 minutes to go.
No, Jack, Ivanovic has left West Brom. I think he's actually retired now. I could be completely wrong, but I think he has actually potentially retired. What time's the draw? Snooze fest. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen, Helen. We knew this was going to happen. But obviously, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And they're still speaking to... Ivanovic, and they're still speaking to Essien.
I've got an idea for a game we can play until the draw starts, right? Between us, why don't we try and pick a Champions League 11 of the best players?
No, I'm up for that. Before we do that, just want to announce there's no calls he's retired yet. It just says that he left his contract expired at the end of May, but there's no real updates on whether he's actually retired or not. He's still an active player, but he's 37 years old. He's like 37, 38, so he may as well retire anyway.
Can I say something as well? Apparently, Manchester City are currently in contact with Cristiano Ronaldo with a contract ready to be signed in the next 24 hours, and it's come from Fabrizio Romano.
Oh, Christ.
All right. Okay. But he also said that Juventus are looking for they're looking for like some kind of compensation fee, right?
They want 25 million.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
City
I saw that. I did see that.
City want to sign him on a free, which just isn't happening. So that's going to be the big problem now.
I will die inside. If he goes to that lot, I swear I will die inside.
Well, I can't wait to see United fans just screaming on Twitter.
Imagine him scoring against you, Reece. Imagine that. Ronaldo scoring the winner at Old Trafford for Manchester City. I know you don't want to, but it's a distinct possibility, isn't it? 81 goals in 90 games, I think he got for Juventus over the last years.
All I'm saying is if he does go to Man City, I hope Phil Jones gets his last game for Man United and just cripples him. I don't care what he does. I honestly hope Phil Jones I hope Phil Jones gets a last appearance at Man United, the number 4, and he goes, right, you signed for that lot. We're going to take you, you prick. And then he wears a shirt saying Messi's the true GOAT.
Well, United fans now stop laughing at us about Owen.
To be fair, I still did not want that transfer. I was annoyed we signed Michael Owen.
I was happy that Michael Owen joined Manchester United because at the time he was like a 1 in 4 striker. 1 goal in every 4 games, and like if a 1 in 4 striker wants to join Manchester United, who at the time were a brilliant team, of course, then it just was indicative of like a bit of a decline.
Edouard Mendy is the goalkeeper of the season. Apparently, they're just showing pictures of Mendy. Yeah. I'm not surprised by that either.
Very good goalkeeper.
Should have been Donnarumma.
Donnarumma, yeah, maybe.
He runs to the corner and screams, "See, City 8, United 0." Well, to be fair, Man United have had the upper hand on Manchester City, like in the Manchester derbies, I should say.
If he goes there, they'll finally fill that stadium. That's the worst part.
Even then, I don't know.
I don't know about that. That's another whole conversation. But
Sandra Panos has won the UEFA Women's Goalkeeper of the Season. As well, Barcelona goalkeeper as well. So
it's quite ironic, isn't it, that the winner for each one involved Chelsea at some stage, because Panos played in the final when they smashed Chelsea, and obviously it's Mendy, the Chelsea goalkeeper, that wins the male side. So Chelsea somehow are still involved in the mix regardless. Win or lose an award.
I know.
Hate that.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those. It's just one of those things. Oh, I'm kind of going back between the two, but Rangers just missed a very good opportunity from Eton.
Yeah.
So would Mendy, if you were to choose any goalkeeper for your Champions League 11, I mean, I would still pick Oblak over Mendy. I love Mendy.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant,
I would go between Donnarumma or Oblak. Be one of those two. Personally.
I would as well. To be honest, I would as well.
He had a good season, though. I'll give him that. He had a good season.
I don't see him leaving this window, Helen. I don't see anyone being able to afford him either.
It's 32,
next season.
isn't he? Lewandowski.
So. I think he'll be next season.
That's true.
Yeah. UEFA President's Award goes to Simon Kier, and Denmark's medical staff for saving Christian Eriksen's life. It's amazing to see. Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. That absolutely incredible.
He's the new Milan captain as well. Because of that, not because they took pity, they took pity in the situation. They went. He's actually done enough for it. So I think it was a great decision, and I'm just glad that he's been recognised, because what he did was actually so crucial. Because he could have died that day. It was absolutely disgusting to see.
Yeah. It was indeed.
Because they should have stopped filming.
Yeah. It was crazy. The decision for the producer. It was a French guy, wasn't it? Who was the
there he is. There's a Claudio Ranieri lookalike. There's Giorgio Marchetti.
It's not an Inter Milan TV. It's just some guy in pretty funky glasses.
It's hard not to look up and think it's the Tinkerman.
Hello, Tinkerman.
Is he there? Is he?
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, finally, they'll be getting the draw underway, guys. Thank you very much for still obviously sticking around this. Does anyone there follow cricket? No, Alox. I honestly don't. don't. No.
Sometimes, yes.
Not a fan of it.
Interesting. Interesting.
So
otherwise, what's Helen saying here? Otherwise, the UEFA award would have gone to either Marcus Rashford or Jordan Henderson, in my opinion. Interesting.
Fair shouts. I still would have given it to Kaya in the Danish teams because it's what they did is far more impactful.
Yeah. So it does look like they will be getting the draw underway. Draw starts when pot 2 teams come out, says Chris Welsh. Yeah, let's just remind people, obviously, who have just joined in. This is pot 2. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Sevilla, and Borussia Dortmund. Yeah. Absolutely. Hello to RCBN Chelsea Fan TV as well. Big up Goosebumps being a Chelsea fan, but respect to the Danish medical team. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely as well. Will Arsenal bounce back this season?
No.
I don't see it, to be honest. I really don't.
Just because you win 6-0 in a cup game doesn't mean you're going to bounce back.
No. Maybe the bouncy castle.
They found their level though. I mean, they've got Wimbledon in the next round, so it's clear that they're giving them the run of the mill.
And also, did you see, Connor, that apparently they've decided that the teams playing on a Wednesday won't be getting the 12:30 game in the Premier League?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it yesterday on my stream. I think it was, or the day before. It's just another thing where Jurgen Klopp said and has actually come, through in that. But look, people playing Champions League games and then the 12:30 anyway. It should never have been a thing. Realistically.
No, agreed.
No,
I completely agree with you.
Absolutely not. Arsenal will get top 10 with the way they are going, says James Dunlop. At least pot 1 is living up to the name of the competition. There's actually champions, still stupid name for the competition. Why still call it European Cup, says Chris Welsh.
Looking at the groups now, what team do you think is going to get the hardest draw?
Are we talking about the Group A, or are we just talking about? Yeah,
and in general, or just from Group A, who do you think is going to get the hardest?
I would say probably Lille.
So
because I think they've kind of been decimated by their squad. So I don't see.
Well, they're about to
see anything.
They're about to lose their centre half, because Sven Botman is apparently off to Wolves. So that's a good signing.
Oh,
that is a
really?
very, very good signing.
Incredible for Wolves. He's a brilliant player.
That'd be a quality signing.
Yeah, it would be. About time Manchester City had hard groups, says Chris Welsh. Yep, absolutely agree.
I don't see it happening unless they decide, unless they somehow actually pull something out for a change. Screw them over. Give them the hardest group. Come on.
Jackson, no, Arsenal haven't been a top 6 side since they left the Highbury. Yep, good point. Very good point, that. Very good point. Right, I'll go back to pot 1 because we are about to get it underway, finally. Yes, TalkSport, I know Real Madrid are putting in an improved bid for Mbappe. You don't have to keep spouting it.
Exactly. It's a Finnish club and an oil club.
It's not even news anymore. It's not even news.
Have you seen that Richarlison's been on apparently PSG's shortlist?
Yeah.
to replace him.
That would be the funniest thing. That would be so funny.
Reece doesn't like Richarlison anyway.
I don't think anyone does. If you do like Richarlison,
I don't. To be fair, my exact words were, "I don't rate Richarlison."
Oh, okay.
And I had an Everton fan come. I said that, and an Everton fan came after me. I was like, "What's wrong with saying I don't rate a player? Like, what's wrong with that?" Jesus
He only got
Jesus
6
Christ.
goals last year. Ancelotti at the start of the season said he wanted to get 25, 30 goals from, and he got 6.
You know what the annoying thing is they got rid of the wrong player. They got rid of Moise Kean. Who I still think, and I'm saying this to any Everton fan, and I'd actually like to know what an Everton fan thinks. Moise Kean, out of all the strikers Everton actually had before he went on loan, was the best striker at the club.
We got James in the chat there. Hello, James. And he's saying only us Everton fans love him. talking about Richarlison, but it'd be good to get your opinion on that, James. Would you prefer to keep Keane or Richarlison? Richarlison's got loads to his game. I mean, if you just look at him football-wise, he's got loads of attributes. You know, I mean, he's strong, he's quick, he's tricky. But, Liverpool have contacted CR7. All right, okay.
I swear to God, no more Ronaldo comments to anyone else, right? I just don't want to see it because it's already killing me enough. That guy was great for my childhood. I don't want to.
Also, obviously, Atletico Madrid have strengthened their squad with the signing of Matheus Cunha as well. I think that's a great signing. I think Hertha Berlin, he's played really well, and he did well at the Olympics as well. I think Atletico could be a bit of a threat in this Champions League.
I think two great signings, to be honest. Rodrigo de Paul as well.
Yeah,
I think that's a great signing. I think that's a fantastic option, and we'll see where they go from here. Because Simeone could change up if he wanted to play Cunha as a number 10, which he's done at Berlin, or he can play as a number 9, which is his natural role. They have something in there in de Paul's quality.
Get me notepad out because obviously I'm going to write it down as well because obviously I'll be doing Champions League predictions on my channel. So yeah, right. It's starting now, guys. It is starting. Anyone but Atletico, I beg, says Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Hope you're doing well.
I don't normally agree with a Liverpool fan, but on this case, I will.
Right. First name out.
Come on,
is Manchester City.
Ooh.
Man City.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, give them a shit group. Just give them a shit group. Give them PSG.
No, that's what we want. We want to give them an easy group so they get overconfident and Pep overthinks things again and then gets knocked out in the round of 16.
James says he'd keep Richarlison but sell James Rodriguez and sell Moise Keane as well.
Interesting. Who's out second?
Right, so Man City are in Group A and Atletico are in Group B.
Intriguing.
Just anyone but Madrid, please.
Here we go. Let's see City get young boys, says Sophie.
If they manage to qualify for the Champions League, Celtic would want to be in that group.
Sporting CP or Group C. This is taking forever.
Yeah, Ivanovic is slow at picking out balls. You think he'd be faster than that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Absolutely. Inter Milan or Group D. Oh, interesting. We did a simulator earlier, and I actually had Inter Milan Group D, so that's very, very interesting, Owen.
I'm going to check who I had in the simulator, so I want to see who got what so far. Because if I have any similar, I swear to God, I'm going to be like, this is my predictions all over again.
I'm not going to lie, I can't even remember my simulation.
Let's have a look.
Checked, and it's already all wrong.
Bayern Munich Group E.
My Group A to D was Bayern, Lille, Man City, VIllarreal, and then Chelsea Group E. Sporting were actually my Group F. And then Inter my Group G, Atletico my Group H prediction. Well,
yeah,
simulator.
We're just so it's Man City, Atletico, Sporting CP, Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich so far. So we go Group F now. Is this going to be? Who's this going to be? Villarreal are Group F.
That's the one I want.
So we're still waiting on Lille and Chelsea to be drawn. Interesting.
Chelsea to get Group H probably.
He looks like the guy from Shaun of the Dead, Yarp. I take it you're talking about Ivanovic. To be honest, yeah. Lille are Group G, so Mr. Reece, you are right. Chelsea are Group H.
Yeah. So that means I already know which groups I'm avoiding. That's fine. Group A and Group H automatically due to location. That's fine. Some very, very interesting, obviously, groups there. Man City Group A, that was probably predicted, in all honesty. I'm going to quickly run through my second place one. So Group A, I had Sevilla. Group B, Juventus. Group C, Barcelona. Group D is Liverpool. Group E is PSG. Group F is Real Madrid. Group G, Dortmund. And then Man United was Group H, but Man United aren't going to get there, or Group A. So far, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So are they going to award another award, or yes, they are. They're going to for the Champions League defender Ruben Diaz.
What?
What?
Yep. Ruben Diaz is the defender of the year.
Oh, that is horseshit.
I agree. The breaks in this do my head in, says Sophie.
Did they not forget how bad he was in the semi-final, even though it was against PSG? Did they not remember how bad he was? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think he's certainly regressed. I mean, he did do very well for a long time last season, but in the last sort of, he's very bad in the Euros, but before then, have City lost 8 of the last 13 matches or 14 matches or something in the Premier League? Something like that. They dropped off a bit,
The defender.
Ruben Diaz, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly, James. I was thinking that.
Have you seen the
Ruben
defender?
Diaz, what the fuck?
Have you seen the women's defender, Irene Paredes? The male PSG midfielder will not be happy. The male PSG midfielder will not be happy. He's not going to get a recognition.
Ha ha ha! He couldn't stop that Mount ball in the final down the middle. Yeah, absolutely. Roll it, Dave. Best comment. Can't stop laughing. Oh, was that? Yeah. Wanker of the Year award.
The midfielder one, the favourite to win it though, is apparently Jorginho. If it is, then
yeah.
Great. The only good thing he did was stopping a certain country winning the Euros, but that's about it.
I honestly, I thought Rudiger should have been the defender of the year, in my opinion. I think Chelsea, winning it, I think Rudiger was better than Diaz. It's just my opinion, but
I still think Laporte is miles better than Diaz in terms of City.
It's a fair point.
You'll still get City fans comparing Diaz to what to say by the goalkeeper there.
Yeah,
still 0-0, but that was a cracking save by the goalkeeper. Smells something fishy here. Bribe maybe. Jegster. Interesting. Right, we are. This is where it gets exciting. Now we're on to pot 2. So
Group A is Manchester City. Group A is Man City, aye.
Yeah.
Right, just give them Real Madrid or give them PSG. I don't care. Give them one of them.
Shame I can't see Everton in any pots. And then James, to be fair, has laughed. Lol, Chris.
Nat Phillips should have got the Defender of the Year. Damn right, Dave.
Damn right. Nat Phillips and Reece Williams are the reason we are actually in the Champions League.
Exactly.
Maldini in disguise.
Context. Unbelievable.
Kevin De Bruyne will miss Man City's clash with Arsenal due to an ankle injury, according to Roberto Martinez. How's he supposed to know?
Wait, say that again.
International duty, and he can't pick the squad.
Kevin
De Bruyne is out of Manchester City's game against Arsenal.
But to be fair, if he is,
they don't need him.
So that makes a bit of sense. But how would he know so
right,
fast?
Here we go. Pot 2 is about to be announced. Right.
So you got to tell me, guys, because I can't get it anymore. Inter Milan TV is still talking about.
Just type on BT live stream Champions League and it'll pop up on YouTube.
But I mean,
right.
Spain
first name's coming out. First name, Borussia Dortmund.
Man's Group A. Come on, Group A. Honestly, Haaland to score 4 past Pep Guardiola's £200 million defence. Come on.
So Borussia Dortmund can only get A, B, C, or D.
Group A. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch.
The scenes if it is actually Group A now.
Come on, bitch.
Oh, Sporting Lisbon.
Oh, sons of bitches.
That's a good draw for
Group
Borussia.
C, yeah.
wow.
Sporting CP.
Fuck.
Of course, they get an easy friggin' team.
Well, okay,
Sport-
yeah, it's good.
Sporting Lisbon will be thinking, going,
Real Madrid's
Oh.
next.
right, Group A, come on, Group A. Carlo Ancelotti versus Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, Real Madrid. Here we go. Real Madrid.
Come on. Gareth Bale Thunderbolt versus
Oh, no.
defense.
Jack's saying, oh, no. So A, D, E, G, or H are for Real Madrid. So this could be very interesting.
In fact, you know what, Group A or Group H?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Jeez, Michael Essien takes forever to bloody get the balls out, doesn't he? Jeez.
Doesn't help the guy.
Ivanovic was bad. Thought
It doesn't help
Ivanovic
the
was
guy.
bad.
It doesn't help the guy beside him's also freaking slow. And my granddad's nearly like what, 70. Like my granddad's like 74, and he walks faster than this plonker.
Inter
Group
Milan.
D.
Group D.
Inter Milan.
Sick.
Real Madrid, Inter Milan. That'd be a good match.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Wait a minute. Didn't Inter Milan not get Barcelona on the group stage last year? With Juventus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? Inter Milan have got some bizarre hold on the big two.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get a
Liverpool
decent draw
in
from
it.
Man City.
Liverpool.
Oh, please, no Atletico Madrid.
Liverpool versus Bayern Munich.
Right,
Give us
who can we
two.
no get? Who can we no get? This is
Group H.
interesting. So
Group A.
B, E, F, or G. So we can get Atletico, Bayern Munich, Villarreal, or Lille.
I'm going. You guys get Bayern. Munich.
Villarreal or Lille, please.
I'm
Oh,
going. You guys
Lille,
get.
yeah,
I think
Lille,
you'll get
big
Bayern.
extreme.
I think you'll get Bayern Munich.
Just not Atletico Madrid, please. Please.
I think you should actually have a decent.
Atletico
game.
Madrid.
Oh, fuck
Yes!
That was good. We'll win. No problem.
Justice.
You know, it's not the team I wanted.
Oh, bloody hell.
Right, revenge tours on, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, revenge is sweet. Oh, bloody hell.
Okay.
Oh, well.
This is what I call swift justice. I'm actually happy you guys have Atletico Madrid. Now we won't draw them.
Anyway.
Baby.
We're gonna win anyway. You'll be broken by the good
PSG. PSG. So
Please
PSG can get Chelsea, Villarreal, Bayern Munich, or Man City.
Come on,
Please,
Group A.
City.
Group A, please. Please.
They must go into Group A. Apparently, they have to.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh man,
City, PSG.
that's up the road for me. I'm gonna watch it. I live
That is
right
actually
next to the Parc des Princes. That's amazing.
that is some response.
Manchester United could get Villarreal or Bayern Munich here.
I will happily take Bayern Munich. I will happily take Bayern Munich.
Juventus. So they can go into E, F, G, or H, I think. Yeah.
PSG City, the oil Clasico. What do they call it? No, that was Chelsea. I don't know.
El Clasico.
El Clasico. Yeah, these kind of things.
You like that? Yeah, Sophie. City getting a rough fixture. Wow. Yeah. Someone speak to Genie and Messi. Tell me to stuff City. Group H. Chelsea have got Juventus.
Wow. Not too hard for Chelsea.
Manchester United haven't come out yet.
What are the possibilities for United then? Villarreal?
Bayern, Villarreal, or Lille.
Give me Lille.
Give us Bayern. Go on.
Give us a quick trip to France so we can prove that we own the Parc des Princes and then we can own whatever shit stadium
Barcelona. Barcelona.
If they get Lille, if they get Lille or they can only get Lille or Bayern Munich. No.
Yeah.
Go on, be Lille.
No.
If it's Lille, Manchester United have either got Bayern Munich or Villarreal, a repeat of the Europa League final from last year.
Well, we all know what happened in that aspect of things.
Remind me, what happened in that final?
Well, you know, maybe Manchester United bottles it. And
Group E, Barcelona, Bayern Munich.
Wait, did you say Barca versus Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
Yes!
Barca, Bayern Munich. There you go. Good evening. It is happening.
It's happening. It could be happening.
Okay. Sevilla are in with Lille.
Wait, no. What?
Sevilla, Manchester United got Villarreal again.
Oh, shite.
It's happening,
We have a
You've got to
repeat.
worry about your team, though, Reece, haven't you? You've got to worry about
We
your
have.
team. And the fact that you're worried about playing Unai Emery's Villarreal in the Champions League, man. I mean,
I'm not looking forward to that repeat. But you know what? Fuck it. It's a group stage. We'll see what happens. We can get some revenge. Bring it on. Bring it on.
So-
in fact.
So just to let everybody know, Group A, Manchester City and PSG. Group B, Atletico Madrid and Liverpool. God help us. Group C, Sporting CP and Borussia Dortmund. Group D, Inter Milan and Real Madrid. Group E, Bayern Munich and Barcelona. A repeat of the 8-2. That'd be nice. Group F, Villarreal, Man United. Group G, Lille and Sevilla. And Group H, Chelsea and Juventus.
tasty ties in there, aren't they? I mean, that's
It's interesting so far.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I think the last time that we played Atletico Madrid was back in the group stage was 08-09, I think.
Oh. Yeah,
I think
maybe.
you're right, yeah. I think you're right.
I think we drew both games 1-1, if my memory is correct.
Well, actually, I've just had a thought. I can actually do a preview with Kendall because she's an Atletico Madrid fan. So, every cloud.
Just wind it up, mate. Just wind it up.
And N'Golo Kante as one midfielder of the year as well.
Well, yeah, that I can agree with.
That I can agree with as well. Yeah.
Dante's unbelievable. Doesn't win enough awards. So, yeah, going back to the Champions League, first knockout round. No, hang on. Was 2008.
Yep.
It was 1-1 draw at Anfield.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, we played them in the Europa League. And I think...
Oh, Forlan. Was it Forlan scored the winner?
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah, lost on away goals. And then 2020, of course.
Mm.
That was a very good. That was a good Atletico.
Yeah, James, I would agree with that. I would agree. So far, the English side are very tough ties. Yeah, absolutely.
Barcelona taking the full clean sweep this year as well. No surprise.
Yeah. So we have the pot 3 going along the bottom of your screen there. So FC Porto, Ajax, Shakhtar Donetsk, RB Leipzig, Red Bull Salzburg, Benfica, Atalanta, and Zenit St. Petersburg.
The only one that there's.
Hello to Rahul. Hi,
Don't want
Rahul.
Leipzig.
Hope you're doing
Don't want
well.
Zenit. Don't want Leipzig. Don't want Zenit. Give me Atalanta.
Yeah.
I'd hate to get Shakhtar as well because they're a piss easy team, but it's the travel.
Yeah, that's what I want to avoid as well, the travel. Yeah. There you go. I think it's starting again. The draw is starting again, is it? Or not?
It is by the looks of it.
Okay.
They're just showing pot 3. They just showed the wonderful goal from I can't remember his name, the Porto player who scored against Chelsea. Was it Ademi or someone? Ademi?
I think so. I
Don't remember.
James, you're tuning in, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
I'm intrigued to see how far this Ajax team goes because you just know they could. Like they've got a good manager, they've got a good squad. Leipzig are going to be an interesting threat because they always play good football.
Yeah, I've always had I don't know if I like Portuguese sides. I like Benfica, and I'll do like Porto. So yeah, Zenit I think is the one that we don't really need for travel purposes.
Realistically, I'd like Porto again because we always seem to reach a Champions League final every time we play Porto. So that would be nice.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. Sorry, back soon. Yep, no worries, Owen. No worries. Take your time. Right. So, first name underway for pot 3. Are Rangers through, Reece?
As far as I'm aware, yes. As far as I'm aware, I will.
Shakhtar Donetsk. Watch them get Man City. Watch them get Man City.
We'll find out in a minute. We will find out in a minute. Yes, Rangers are through, which is
0-0, was it?
Yeah, 0-0, 1-0 in aggregate. That'll do nicely.
It's pretty good with half a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yep. Old Firm could be interesting. Old Firm could be very interesting, actually.
Yeah. That's what makes him more interesting, is what we're going to do.
Was Stevie G confirmed to have COVID, or was he just isolating?
Just isolating.
Isolating, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just isolating.
God, SEN is so slow with these balls.
If he
Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Wow. So City
Shakhtar
do not get
a lot.
Shakhtar.
Real Madrid have had them a fair amount of times as well.
Didn't they have them last season and they beat them like 3-0? Or am I thinking of the wrong side?
Watch us get Ajax as Sophie. Owen, Shakhtar Donetsk are in Real Madrid and Inter Milan.
Okay, well that's good because no one else will have to travel there. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Benfica.
There's people on Twitter that think this is rigged, right? So I replied to a friend saying, "Is that because City don't have Shakhtar?"
So Benfica can go in A, B, E, F, G, or H.
I actually wouldn't mind Benfica.
I'd love to. Yeah, Benfica.
Just because Bruno Fernandes would want to go absolutely shit creek on them. I would actually enjoy that. I want either Benfica or Atalanta. And I would let people see it.
Willow's missed half of this. I'll go through once the top 3 teams are done, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Vigo against Man United would be good because it proves why I want him to be our defensive midfielder.
Group E. So Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Benfica.
Dicks.
Good group, wow.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Atlanta can bang some wonderful goals in. I wouldn't write them off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very talented. Is Zapata still with Atlanta?
He is, yeah. Inter Milan
Zenit.
Well, that's the other one that everyone wants to avoid.
Yeah.
So they can go in A, B, C, F, G, or H.
I hope we don't get them. I swear to God.
Because it's so far, or because they're good?
The travel.
Yeah,
they're not. I don't find they're that good. I don't find they're that good a team. They're not the Zen I remember from 2008. But nah, it's just the travel.
Watch us get him now because of Dejan Lovren. Just watch.
Oh God, yeah.
This is return.
That would be so bittersweet.
Chelsea, Juve, Zenit, according to RCBN in the chat.
Yep, H. Yeah. Chelsea, Juve, Zenit.
RCBN, you have to share the link you're watching. It's ahead of everyone. It's great.
Yeah, he is ahead of everyone. He is ahead of everyone. Ivanovic surely fixed it.
He must be watching it on TV then, not YouTube, because it'll be ahead of YouTube.
Yeah, good point.
Which is always quite shite, really. It should be at the same speed.
Oh, RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig. So they go with A, B, F, or G.
Remind me,
with Liverpool.
Remind me, Man United's group again. That's not Group B, is it?
Villarreal, no. Villarreal,
Group
Manchester United's Group F. Atletico, Liverpool's Group B, and Man City, PSG is Group A. Ooh.
Just don't be Group B.
Just don't be Group F.
A, Leipzig, Man City, PSG. Group A.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow. Man City.
Man City for Europa League confirmed.
That's very difficult for City, isn't it? Wow.
I tell you, that's a good draw for City.
Good, or
that's a tough one.
A tough one, yeah.
Yeah.
They've got no excuses to turn up.
So who's left? Who hasn't came out? Ajax, Salzburg, Atlanta are the only 3 that have now came out yet. There's 4 teams, I believe.
Atlanta
There's
can't face Liverpool.
Atlanta. There's Atlanta.
Group F, come on. That means we can't get AC Milan from pot 4.
Yep, Sophie, I think everyone shares that aspect, yeah.
It's
Good
about
evening,
time
lads. Just got home
justice
from
be
work. What
served.
have I missed? I will go through the pot. I'll go through all the groups once pot 3 has finished.
Imagine this for a group though: Sporting, Dortmund, Atalanta.
You got Manchester United, Villarreal, Atalanta. It's a Group F for Atalanta.
Atalanta.
Yeah,
I called it.
it's an easy draw. I mean, it'd be even more embarrassing to go out with an easy draw like that, Reece. I mean, you know.
To be fair, I said we get. I had us down for who I predicted. I had Atalanta and Wolfsburg from pot 3 and 4. So that's one down, one to go.
Ajax, Salzburg. Watch us get Salzburg.
We can't. Apparently, we can't. Red Bull, Salzburg. We can't. Apparently, they can't face Liverpool because they. I don't know why, but it's Atalanta and Salzburg were not possible. According to what I'm watching the text from the Liverpool.
Oh yeah, it's only Group C and G they can go in.
Don't know how or why, but there you go.
Interesting.
So Lille and Sevilla and Salzburg. Okay, not very tasty group, but
Lille, Sevilla, and Salzburg.
Has anyone been to Salzburg, the city? Apart from me, it's unbelievable. You got to visit it. It's
I was, beautiful. But I was only a few months old.
Okay.
So I don't really remember much of it. So Liverpool could get Ajax, or what's the other one that's not been drawn yet?
I think you'll get
Porto.
Ajax. I think you'll get Ajax.
Please, Porto. I predicted Porto.
It is Porto. Yes, Atletico, Liverpool, FC Porto.
Happy days.
Wow, difficult group, but that's all right. That's okay. They won't want to face us.
So that means that Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund, and Ajax. So just to clarify, for people who are watching this, just came in. So Group A, Manchester City, PSG, RB Leipzig. Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool with FC Porto. Group C, Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund, and Ajax. Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Group E, Bayern Munich, Benfica, and Barcelona. Group F, Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta. Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Red Bull, Salzburg. And Group H, Chelsea, Juventus, and Zenit.
Right now, I'm predicting Group E, Group of Death.
Yeah.
Next in Group C, Sporting Lisbon.
Haaland, no surprise,
Dortmund.
forward of the season.
Wow.
No surprise.
I actually, when I'm actually looking at this draw, Connor and Owen, I actually think we could actually potentially win this group and maybe get second.
Oh yeah.
I think win it. I think it's very winnable. Like even if we win one of the Atletico Madrid games and then draw the other, like Porto, easy. Well, not easy, but winnable. And then
Erling Haaland has won the prestigious forward of the season, which isn't surprising for me.
Yep, and Barcelona again, clean sweep. Barcelona have had all 4 awards.
Yeah. Yikes, that Group A, some tasty groups there too. Yeah, absolutely. Now can we laugh at the groups as death? Yeah. So who's going to get the new sheriff in town? Sorry, I'll stop that.
Oh, there you go. Forward of the year,
Yeah.
Could we get Milan?
We could,
Yeah, Milan, yeah. I'd love that. I'd love it.
Oh, actually, no, I don't think we can because obviously Inter in Group D. I don't think we could. I don't think we can.
It would be nice to face Milan in a group stage.
I'd love it. Have you been to the San Siro? Anybody? I was reminiscing about going there. I went there.
No, I haven't actually. Do you know that I actually haven't? But
It's
I haven't
really good.
actually.
You've got to do it one day, everybody. You got time to get out there. It's incredible place to go. I used to live in Milan. I went about 5 or 6 times, and I actually saw Inter Milan play Ipswich Town, which doesn't happen very often. And they had all the tractor boys in the centre of Milan being very friendly, having a really good time. And I was thinking, what a good bunch of supporters they have at Ipswich Town. But there you go. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Sorry, I digress.
Connor, anyone in this pot you would want to avoid?
No, really. For me, I don't think there is anyone I would like to avoid. I think, well, like we were saying when it was the first pot, I think the only team we wanted to avoid was Atletico Madrid, and that didn't work well. So yeah.
Hi, Rory. Who's in our pot? Our pot is at the moment is Atletico, Liverpool, and FC Porto.
It's exciting.
It is actually. I like these groups actually. There's not one that you could say particularly easy, or I think they're all very I think they're all very interesting anyway.
For once.
Yeah, for once, yeah.
Whoever Milan they're getting out of their group.
Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much. So we're just about to get pot 4 underway.
Young Boys is the first.
Young Boys.
Young boys. To be fair, Man United got them. We'd probably just smack them anyway. That's Man City's team, though. Like, if you think about it, that's Man City's favourite club, Young Boys, so we'll let them have them.
In my opinion, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, Europa League. Ooh, interesting. No problem, Rory. No problem.
Who do they have? Young Boys. Or are we still waiting for them to get put into their group? Oh, never mind.
Still waiting.
I could go for a sleep every time that guy walks.
What, Giorgio Marchetti, the Claudio Ranieri look-alike?
No, the other one that's standing beside Essien. Like,
Young Boys in Group F, Man United, Villarreal, and Atalanta. If you're going to go back into the Champions League after a hiatus of a few years, that's the kind of group you want, isn't it? I mean, that is very
thoughts on that group, Reece?
United. Congratulations, Reece.
I actually think we're going to win the group. I think comfortably. I'm looking at that. Interesting group. It's got a mixture of a solid defensive side. It's got a very open Atalanta team, and it's just got young boys. And it's just got young boys in it, so it's not too special.
So Besiktas can go in any other group, really. Any other group.
Yep. Either way, I like it. It's an open team, and I expect Man United to win that group. I expect them to win it.
Besiktas, who are they going to get? Who are they going to get?
Once you've announced it, I'll head off with 2 seconds.
Group G, I think. I could be completely wrong there, but let's see. Besiktas go into Group C, which is Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund, and Ajax.
Group of death.
That's a great group. That think of the football in that. The attacking play. Sporting Lisbon, Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas, and going to Turkey, with their crazy, brilliant fans. It's for a neutral, that's just going to be really entertaining to watch. I think that's a super group to watch.
AC Milan. Now, I don't think Liverpool can get.
Liverpool. Yeah, they can. Either Man City or Liverpool. One of the two. If it's City, it'd be quite funny. A group of death. Oh, yeah.
To be fair, I don't mind either way.
I don't mind AC Milan. I think great side in the past. Group B.
It's with us. Great.
Fair enough. Happy days.
Great. It's fun.
I like that group.
Big challenge, but I like it. It's a nice challenge.
That's a nice challenge, that. And obviously, one of Reece's sides is AC Milan as well. So,
yeah. We'll come second. Atletico finish third.
Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg. So
Group
they can't
A.
get Group A.
No, they can't. No, they can't. They've got a German side, eh?
They can't get Group E. Could be Group D, G, or H. G or H for Wolfsburg.
AC Milan, Porto, Liverpool, Atletico. Wow. That's really good. Really good.
Group G. Group G for Wolfsburg in there, and Lille, Sevilla, and Red Bull Salzburg.
Hella and Helen. Our Club Rouge are next. Hella and Helen talk about who's better, Haaland or Mbappe. What do you guys think? Who would you take?
I think Haaland is a better overall striker, but Mbappe is a better technical player. But I would still have Haaland personally.
Have AC Milan ever been to Anfield for a competitive game? Asked Rory Fitzgerald.
I'll look it up for you.
I'm pretty sure they have. It was quite a while back though.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure
Club
they did in the 60s or 70s.
You're welcome, Hella. No problem. No problem at all. Hope everyone has enjoyed this as well. I know it took an absolute age for the draw to start, but my Group A. So it's Manchester City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge.
Great question, Rory. No, the only two times that Liverpool have faced AC Milan have been in Champions League finals. So they've
never been to Anfield. Wow.
That's mental. They beat the Old Trafford a few times. I know that. Some interesting ties.
Malmo, Rangers Conquerors, and they can get Group D or Group H.
Reece, was that game that Kaka had that mental second half?
Yep, mental half. He also played us in 05 as well, 04 or 5 season when they got to that final as well. Played us Old Trafford in the knockout stages. Very tight.
At Old Trafford. Was that 3-0 and
3
H. Group H for who just came out there? Malmo, right? If Rangers had beaten Malmo, you would be in a group with Chelsea, Juventus, and Zenit. Welcome back to the Champions League, Rangers and Stevie G. Dynamo Kiev. They can only go in one group, so that's Group E. So Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. So that means Sheriff. There's a new Sheriff in town, and they're going into Group D. Sheriff Tiraspol. So, just to clarify, so your groups are Group A, Manchester City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge. Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, FC Porto, and AC Milan. Group C, Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff Tiraspol. Group E is Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. Group F is Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Red Bull Salzburg, and Wolfsburg. And Group H, Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, and Malmo.
Wait, guys, hold on. Read me out Man City's group one more time.
Man City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge.
The fact that it's so ironic that Man United last year had Istanbul, Başakşehir here, we had City and Leipzig. Leipzig and PSG. 2 out of 3.
So we'll go through the groups one by one. In Group A, Man City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge. That's a tricky group for City.
Well, obviously, Club Brugge are going to walk it. No, I think, that stat I saw earlier on Twitter from watch _LFC on Twitter, is it's crazy. So Liverpool, in terms of domestic cup draws, have drawn Premier League teams 18 out of 27 times since Jurgen Klopp has taken charge. And Manchester City have drawn 3 out of 27 draws. 3 Premier League compared to 18 for Liverpool. So domestically, City are paying the right people. They've got the hands off, the little under the table, back around the side, the special handshakes going in domestic leagues, but clearly not in Europe. And they're, I think they're doing. It would be just really funny if they go out, wouldn't it? On paper, of course, they should qualify. They should go through. But I think, I don't know, I'm happy. I'd love to see them at the Parc des Princes. Going to see if I can get some tickets, because that would be a heck of a match.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. I think lots of entertaining football in that group, apart from Club Bruges. But Bruges is another lovely city. It's well worth visiting.
Yeah.
There's
some decent games, yeah.
Connor, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, FC Porto, and AC Milan. I mean, that's quite a fun wee group. That I'm looking forward to that. Are you happy with that group?
Yeah, it's there could have been better draws for Liverpool, but look, it's competitive at the end of the day. And if Liverpool want to be the best in Europe, I think it's a really good test to see where the Liverpool squad is, because of course Champions League means there's at least 2 games per week happening. So look, very happy about the group. Think it's winnable, and I think Liverpool can go on to win it. So yeah, very happy.
Just remember this, lads. You've got an informed Olivier Giroud, or you've got Luis Suarez.
Yeah.
You got one or the other is going to score against you.
Yeah, Suarez back at Anfield. Very interesting. Reece, Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. Quite a good wee group, that one.
I think I said it earlier on. I think that's a group of death. But in all fairness, I think that's actually fantastic. I think that's a fantastic result for them in terms of overall teams. I don't see a clear winner. I think maybe the favourites is probably going to be Ajax. I think Ajax, the European pedigree, Ten Hag in charge, they play very good football as well. Defensively, they're stronger. I would tip them to be favourites, but you never know. It's Champions League football. There won't be a clear favourite, but yeah, I'm going to say that is the group of death. Probably the hardest group to predict.
Thomas Tuchel's just been named the coach of the year, apparently.
Yep. Yeah, he's got coach
well.
of the year. And the women's coach of the year was the Barcelona manager.
Barca clean sweep, as we said. Owen, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff Tiraspol. A lot of travelling for those teams.
Yeah, can you read it again? Sorry, what is it?
Yeah, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff Tiraspol.
I think it's an easy 1 and 2. Inter and Real Madrid would definitely go through that. I don't see Shakhtar doing anything. But I like I was just looking at the stats, never seen him play, but the 20-year-old Lassina Frank Traore, who plays for one of those teams, Shakhtar, excuse me. He just looks like a great prospect. He's 20 years old. He scored a hatful of goals. And he looks like a great prospect. So, but apart from that, I don't know. They got 8 shots in 120 minutes against Monaco last night, and they scraped through. So I don't see them doing anything. So yeah, easy top 2, Inter and Real.
Yeah, Reece, this is a fun group. I'll come to Reece from Manchester United. Actually, Connor, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev.
It will most likely finish in that order. But look, it's nice to see Benfica in there. Hopefully they might cause an upset in there. But yeah, I think Barca, even without Messi, I think will get through the group stages. But I think Bayern, I think will win the group, especially with Lewandowski and others.
Yeah, Reece, Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, Young Boys. You'll probably be expecting Man United to win that group.
I expect at least 15 points out of 18. I'm expecting at least 5 wins in that group. I don't know, really, I don't think we're going to win every game, but we certainly have a very interesting group, and I'm eager to see where we go. And frankly, I don't like. The worst thing is if we do not get out of this group, because it would be absolutely shocking not to progress from such a favourable group where there is no PSG, there is no Bayern Munich, there's no Atletico Madrid. There's no excuses not to get out of this group. There's no excuses, so we're all for it. I'm just keeping an eye on the European Player of the Year as well. I'm not surprised De Bruyne and Jorginho and Kante's in there, but Barcelona clean sweep for Player of the Year award for the women's as well.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a question here, right?
Of course you can.
I don't know how you feel from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the man for the job, right? But he always seems to do just enough to keep it. And then he fails at the hurdles that he should be jumping, but he gets over all of those hurdles. And so is this, relatively easy group another one of these things where Ole can get 6 wins out of 6, he can get 18 points, and everyone can say, wow, Manchester United, they're back. But really, he's still doing amazingly until you get to the crunch. I don't know. Is this like a pattern you can see repeating? Is Ole, he just needs time and they're going in the right direction? What do you think?
It's a very interesting question. In all respect, I would have to say he could easily get the 6 wins if he wanted to. If he plays his strongest team and they just go out and batter VIllarreal, they could batter Young Boys. That sounds awkward in my head. And we could
what can be clipped when he's Young Boys in your group.
We could batter Atalanta, but it doesn't matter what we achieve. He's always going to be in this. He's always going to be in the spotlight for good reasons, bad reasons, purely for the fact that he's a Manchester United manager. He's not relatively the best for the job in terms of quality as a manager. He isn't particularly the best up there, but he seems to get the right times. He can get the best out of his team. Sadly, at the wrong times, it doesn't work. So I did go into this season before we started on the prediction shows that this is his make or break season. This is crunch. This is crunch time for him. He has to get over the hurdle in some way, shape, or form. He has to get out of this group. He has got to get out of this group, because if he doesn't, he's going to have a lot of people hanging for his head, and it would be hard to disagree with those fans. It would be hard to disagree with them at all. But in all fairness, it is a group that, frankly, we should realistically be getting out of. We should win this group. We should. Mm-hmm. I can only say we'll see what happens. I don't have a freaking clue what's going to happen, but if he's the right man for the job, we'll see. If he's not the right man for the job, he will be moved on. But at least for now, at least we're in a comfier stage than what we used to be, because we were in such a bad shape squad wise, despite winning a few trophies under Mourinho, and we won an FA Cup under Van Gaal, but the squad was bled so badly that we wouldn't consistently challenge for anybody. And at least we're consistently challenging in the top portion of the league in the right manner. We just need to get over the final hurdle. We have to win something.
So, but that's part of what I'm saying. You could win the League Cup, for example. Mm-hmm. You can have a run to the Champions League quarterfinals, and you can finish on 80 points.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
85 points. So you could say that that's progression from last season, if something like that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with the players and, the fact that he spent 500 million on building this team is something that's not really talked about enough, I don't think. But with the same players, would a better manager not get more results and not start winning more?
To be fair, in all respect, I get where you're coming from. I look at that same question and I think, well, we've already tried one of the best managers of all time in Jose Mourinho, who was, to a degree, backed with money. May not have been backed the right way in terms of his players that came in, may not have been the right choices, but still we got backed. And then I look at Van Gaal as well. Van Gaal's won everything wherever he's been, but even he still didn't work out. So it's hard to tell. Could a world-class manager come in? I look at some of the squads and I think, could Jurgen Klopp win the league with Manchester United? Could Pep Guardiola? Yeah, they've won it. They've won the league elsewhere, but it's hard to say unless they came in and done it. I just don't know. Even like it's hard. It is hard to tell. But
okay,
at the end of the day, he should be winning something. He should be. I'm not gonna argue that. But it's hard to tell. Really. Even Tuchel wouldn't win anything with this team. He wouldn't. I don't think he's that capable.
Connor, Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Red Bull, Salzburg, and Wolfsburg. That's quite a fun wee group as well.
Yeah, no, it is. To go back a little bit on what Reece said, I agree with everyone apart from Jurgen Klopp, because Jurgen Klopp has been it and done it. Like he's rebuilt a team and a club from the ground up, and won a Champions League, won a Premier League. So Jurgen Klopp can do it. And yeah, Doug, who was in the group again? Because I wanted to mention that.
Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg.
Sevilla might do something. Like I feel, but it's nice to see Wolfsburg back in there because I don't think they've been anywhere near European football since Kevin De Bruyne left
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Edin Dzeko as well. Remember that good side of them having those players there. Claudio Pizarro as well, another one as well.
Draxler.
And finally, Owen, Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, Malmo. That's not an easy group for Chelsea.
Why? Because is Zenit gonna do anything against Chelsea?
Beat them in Russia, I think.
I mean,
Chelsea, to be fair, Chelsea have slipped up in the past against like a Zenit, and Juve will be interesting as well.
It's not just any Juve as well.
Think Chelsea, for me, on paper, Chelsea are definite favourites. I don't see Juventus being as strong as they were in the. They have been for many, many, many years. But I think this Juventus team, I don't know, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it, with all their older players, etc. But I don't know. They've still got a lot of talent. Maybe they could beat Chelsea, but Zenit St. Petersburg, I don't know who plays for them, to be honest. But I doubt that, if you're playing in the Russian league and then you're coming up against European champions Chelsea, who are European champions now, plus Lukaku, who's one of the best strikers around. They're a frightening prospect.
What's funny
is an amazing goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And I think, their whole spine is very good. Tommy Tuchel, Tommy Ball, it's as boring, it's as dull as donkey diarrhea.
4 years, Hella. 4 years.
But, Tommy Tuchel is someone who, he's got the European game, keep the ball in places where no one wants to press you and then hit them on the break when they do press you. And, it's just this kind of, it's like, it's almost like grating footbll to watch, because it's just, I don't know.
I'm going to
very effective and very good. And I think I think they'll win easily.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see if Chelsea actually got the group stage, because we all remember what happened the last time they won the Champions League.
Right, I'm gonna do a little bit of I'm gonna do the German clubs now. I'm gonna do the German clubs. So we'll discuss how well they'll do as well. So there's obviously 4 German clubs in there. So Group A: Manchester City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge. Connor, how well do we think RB Leipzig will do in that group?
Finish second, and Man City play Europa League football for the time ever. No, look, I'd like them to do well. I would 100% like them to do well, but realistically, you'd think Europa League football, unfortunately. But look, I think they can take the charge towards both PSG and Manchester City. It's just whether or not, can they do it, without Nagelsmann and so on. But I hope they do it.
Reece, obviously, you're a Leipzig fan. How well do you think they'll do?
Fan of their football. I like their manager, but I'm going to go RB Leipzig will be Europa League champions. I think RB Leipzig are. I think Leipzig are going to sadly finish third, but they'll win the Europa League.
And Owen?
PSG's defence, if they even need to defend anymore, is it's very leaky. It's leakier than my mum's spare toilet over there, which is very leaky.
Jesus Christ!
Well, just information for you. I mean, things you might need of an evening. You might need that information. But there you go. I think they conceded 2 against Strasbourg and 2 in the next game against Reims. No, that's this weekend. I can't even remember. They played 2 minnows in Liga, and I think they've conceded 4 goals against 2 minnows. There were big problems in defence for PSG. So anyone can get at them. But at the other end, and I'm going to assume that PSG are going to dig their heels in and not sign Mbappe, and just because they don't care, but if he goes for free, they just want to have this run at the Champions League this season. So if you imagine Neymar, if he gets in shape, gets his fitness, and Messi and Mbappe, just imagine that. They're going to score like 5 every game. So I reckon PSG will go through, but it'll be like 5-3. Leipzig will miss out just.
I agree. Sadly, I do think Leipzig will probably finish 3rd. I think it's between them and probably. I think it's probably between them and City for 3rd. If I'm being honest, I honestly do. I
think City. As much as it pains me to say, I think City are the favourites to win the group. Not PSG.
I think PSG will win it. I think PSG will win it for me.
You would expect them to. I just think they're the favourites.
I think that group will finish PSG, City, Leipzig, Club Brugge. So sorry, Leipzig. I think you're falling into the Europa League. We're going to talk about Group C now with Sporting CP, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. Connor, I think that's a relatively straightforward group for Borussia Dortmund, wouldn't you say?
You would normally say, but Borussia Dortmund, and just for some reason, like one week they could look dominant, the next week they look terrible. That's the problem with Dortmund and what it's been for the last few years. If things go as we think they are, they're going to destroy that group, and Haaland be top goal scorer and that. So I think Haaland will be firing on all cylinders and should get top. I think anyway.
Reece?
I think it will be Dortmund fighting out with Ajax for top spot. I don't see Sporting doing it. It's hard to say for the remaining part of the group. But what I'm still going. They're showing the highlights of the Liverpool versus Atletico game right now. That's all I'm saying. But I think it's good. I think it'll be. I think Dortmund are going to win the group, and I think Ajax will finish 2nd. I think Sporting will drop into the Europa League. But the thing about Dortmund is they are topsy-turvy with attacking and defending. They can attack you brilliantly, but they concede sloppy goals. Another thing they do concede sloppy goals, but they've got an interesting manager, Marco Rose, who likes to play attacking football, and he'll have them organised in defence to a degree. I would have them favourites for the group. There's no other way about it. I'm going to go Dortmund to win it, and then Ajax to finish behind them.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Owen, you in the same wavelength about Dortmund?
I can't say because I don't watch them enough. So I can't say for sure. I'm just gonna really enjoy that group because I think I just don't have time to watch as much football as I want to, which is basically about 7 hours a day of football that I want to watch. But I do like to look at the stats, and a player I'd love to see in this group is in Sporting. Pedro Gonzalez, because I've only seen the odd YouTube clip.
I love him at United.
Statistically, he's unbelievable. He is like a proper world-class talent coming through. So, I can't wait to see it. And there's just so many games that are just, well worth watching in that group. Yeah. So, I mean, compare that to the Lille group. I'm not bothered about that group, to be honest. But this one, I want to see basically all the matches. So I'll be looking forward to it.
I'm gonna say this now. I think Dortmund will win the group. I think Ajax will get second, Sporting CP third, and Besiktas fourth, because Besiktas don't really travel very well. So Dortmund going through. Group E, Connor. Bayern Munich, Barcelona meet again. Benfica and Dynamo Kiev. I think you'd probably expect Bayern Munich to finish top of that group. It's probably between them and Barcelona, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say so. I think the group as it is, I think is going to finish how it is. Bayern, if Bayern somehow do an 8-2 against Barcelona again, it'll just be hilarious. But yeah, I've got Bayern to be top, and look, it'd be kind of nice because I haven't really watched Bayern this year. It'd be kind of nice to see how Nagelsmann's doing with the Bayern squad. So yeah, but I think they'll finish top.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it'll probably be the way that the table's there. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. I think Bayern Munich will probably. I'm going to go out on a limb. I think they'll get 18 points. I think they could win all 6 games.
I think they'll drop 2 points. I think they'll drop 2 points at the Camp Nou. I think it'll be a draw in Spain.
Okay.
But I think they'll get 16 out of 18. I think Bayern Munich will win every game bar the game in Spain.
Right. Owen, what do you think about that? Bayern Munich, do you think they'll win that group?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the 8-2, the lineups for the 8-2. Barcelona lineup's quite interesting for that match because it was only on the 14th of August 2020, so just over a year ago. But their lineup was Ter Stegen in goal, Semedo, Gerard Piqué, Clement Lenglet, and Jordi Alba. In midfield, they had Sergio Roberto, Busquets, Frankie de Jong, and Vidal, and then Messi and Suarez up front. So it's going to be a almost like a totally different lineup, which is very interesting in one year. But I think, so I don't know how Barcelona is going to gel. But yeah, Bayern Munich will be clear favourites because they're brilliant, aren't they? You know, they're amazing.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely brilliant. I would have to say that. And we are we're the last German club that is in the Champions League, and it's fantastic to see them back, is Wolfsburg. They are in Group G with Lille, Sevilla, Red Bull Salzburg, and Wolfsburg, of course. Connor, Wolfsburg's return to the Champions League. How do you see them doing?
I think they'll most likely be fighting for Europa League spot. I think maybe it's going to be hard either way for them. But if they could get a Europa League spot and then go from there, I think that would be perfect for them. I don't think they'll get top 2, sadly. But it is just nice seeing them back in the Champions League and being back in a top competition for once.
Yeah. Oh, and I know you said you don't really care about this group, but how well do you think Wolfsburg will do?
Honestly, I don't know. I just looked. I don't watch the Bundesliga, so I can't say. I'm just looking at the table. They've won 2 out of 2, and they're top of the Bundesliga. The only team to have a 100% record. So fair play to them. I shall watch. I like them because they're they play in green. And they've got the word wolf in the title, and that's pretty cool. But there you go. So I don't know. I may as well just put on my daisy face, and if I can, and just I don't know. Basically.
Yeah, Reece, what about you? Do you think Wolfsburg could do well in this?
I think Wolfsburg
could do well in this group.
I think Wolfsburg are going to finish second. I think Wolfsburg are going to tip Lille. I think Lille are going to drop into Europa League. Personally, I think Lille are going to have a bad start. Just the fact that they've lost their innovative manager who decided to dump them for Nice, which was sheer shithousery.
Weird.
They've lost some of their key players. We've already spoken before the draw started. We mentioned Sven Botman potentially going to Wolves. That's another big loss for them. Heart of the defence. I don't see them replacing anyone adequately. So I think they're going to drop into Europa League. I think Sevilla are going to win the group. I think Wolfsburg are going to finish second. which gives Lille third, and then can't remember who's in that group, the other group in that team, but they'll finish Salzburg. Fact, scrap that. Sevilla, Wolfsburg, Salzburg, Lille. Lille finish bottom of the group.
that would be very, very interesting. Yeah, for me, I think Wolfsburg get through this group. I really do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think they win the group. I actually think they could beat Sevilla. I think they'll beat Lille, and I think they'll beat Salzburg. I really do. I think with Mark van Bommel at the helm, I think he'll do well. And you've always got a chance without Weghorst up front as well. So I think Wolfsburg will. Yeah, I think Wolfsburg will win that group. I'll go Wolfsburg, Sevilla, Lille, Salzburg. I think that'll be for sure. But yeah, 1 hour 50 minutes we are in. So any last words, Owen? A very tricky group for Liverpool, but one to say bring it on.
I said at the top of the show, I don't mind who we get, bring them all on. And we got a tough draw, and I'm still bullish. I'm still thinking, yeah, bring them on. Yeah, great. It'd be beautiful. See, as Rory was saying in the chat, AC Milan have never been to Anfield. So, wonderful. Welcome. Porto's great place to visit. Madrid's beautiful place to visit. We've been there before. We've been to their stadium. The Wanda Metropolitano, of course. So, it's. I think it's great. Of course, the way that Simeone plays should be illegal, but I don't fear them. I don't fear them. I think it's absolutely great. And bring it on. Still think that.
Reece, a very good group for Manchester United, Villarreal, Atalanta, and Young Boys. You happy with that?
Winning the group, confirmed. And I'm also going to go on a limb and I'll say Atletico Madrid, when they play Milan, are in for a shock. I think Milan will be given. I think there'll be a lot run on Milan. I think Milan might finish top 2 in that group.
Yeah, absolutely. Connor, any last words?
Number 7's coming on.
He's going to score past you.
Well, we may hope that, but I just want to say an absolute, as Owen goes into his daisy face again, I'd like to thank everyone who's obviously watched this. It's been absolutely fun. I know it took an absolute age for the Champions League draw to have happened, but thank you very much to my esteemed guest, Owen from Kop On, Reece, Russell from so many podcasts. It's quite incredible as well, and Connor from the Kop Council as well. But thank you very much for watching. Basically, City have a very tough group. Liverpool in a group of death. Manchester United in a very interesting group that should be a winnable group, I would say. And Chelsea have Juventus. Could Chelsea have a Juventus without Ronaldo or with Ronaldo? We will see. But thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.